Damon, when you were first asked about the Radio Reunited project, what was your understanding of what the BBC wanted from you?
I think my first impression was, oh, that sounds like fun. It felt like quite a musical idea. When the first batch arrived, I was kind of I was a bit sort of overwhelmed by the amount of information and the sort of tone, you know, because it varied from the very old and wise, and then there were a few kind of much younger minds sort of musing on this, and they in a way were the most interesting, because they were sort of they were very free in their, you know, and very in a way the clearest.
So technically, how were you going about the task then? You were putting all of these sound samples, these snippets, onto a computer.
Well, I thought I can't do it just entirely with the voices. I think that there's too many voices and too little time. You know, I just thought about, well, 1922, just sort of look at a few things there, and I found this Paul Whiteman tune, 3 o'clock in the morning, which was, I think, the most popular tune at that particular point. I've always loved the drama of the Big Ben chimes. There's such a sort of, you know, when I think of the sort of the BBC, they're always in there with other things like the beeps.
The pips.
All right, the beeps, the pips. I played around with lots of different things with the pips, actually. I sort of did it. I did 7 pips, and then I did lots of different ones, because I've always found there's an extraordinary tension waiting for that 6th pip.
The long one.
Yeah, it's like you can never. So it was kind of, that was quite exciting, and I just sort of went off on playing some chords around it.
The piece will be broadcast on November the 14th at 5:33, almost exactly 90 years since the very first BBC broadcast. And it will go out simultaneously on every BBC radio network, all the national stations, the local stations, and across the world service. So that's interesting, isn't it? Radio literally being reunited.
Yeah.
There'll be a single audience.
Yeah,
a massive audience.
Yeah, I don't know what, you know, the various audiences will make of it, but I tried to get at least a flavour of all the stuff I was kind of given. You know, I can't make it too sort of Radio 4, but I can't make it particularly Radio 1. You know, but in Nigeria, neither of those apply, or in Afghanistan. You know, it's sort of, so I don't know what people will make of it. I mean, it just is what it is.